diagnostic herbal industry for Hoba. Obenye bia, obenye bo herbal shop na first pharmacy shop bia won sabe can be. Identity friend number is 0246 073498 0246 073498 and our face is 050 162 8931. Now when you pay funding come on. If a diagnostic herbal industry for 1474 and I say T74 and I'm at the MIA. Make a choice say the gun. Automotive, automobile decision makers in the make a choice. Yes, and said I had the Auto Sports Ghana Automotive Exhibition 2026 and Basso on the Thursday 9th to 11th of April 2026. I didn't hear any time when what we need a year cars and one a year motor need their Kenya automotive a automobile decision makers the Pacho Mikado Conference Center and a Lambert Hall and I did a year side media with every war. I didn't hear any time when I standing on a 2000 Ghana said it in terminal cope a standing on na omon beba no ja kan hunu say yes obenya de sefata enti no who post to company no brand no na face no Ojo standing on our Mikado Conference Center Nyaneba Road Honumwa Ring Road Hwa the 9th to 11th of April 2026 Auto Sports Ghana Automotive Exhibition. I mean, can't just more Prolex lubricants or see ultimate auto protection, AC trucks and trailers, Togolome, and I've been my electric motorbikes and scooters. Amunina Kahuri, and then media partners. I hear Kessben 92.9. I didn't hear any time, Nabra, never show any so. And they are Cornelia Benina. Na Namal Estate and Construction Limited some men can't asim bincho na some me can't show na fansase ho na de etienie o se men can't show sensase to aye 7 me ma wache ma wakwaba eba aye Kessben 92.9 FM and afi so aye Kessben TV so medin e de amansanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah wo sante men kan biom na wo hwe me so e wo ye Facebook na ye Kessben TV and I say aye Kessben 92.9 FM and also on Facebook on become on DSTV channel is channel 364 and if it's on Go TV channel 121 ahoyina won sa become ebo honomene ye bedin komo ye pa we're going to delve deep into issues that has to do with entrepreneurship and then I will get one of the seasoned entrepreneur, a business leader and I feel so youth development professional I ne ye ne bedin komo why ye dwuma ya over a decade both a year abaimu and also private sector you know everything common on one soon as I penny or that a year national entrepreneurship innovation program or no and a no NEIP. I'm talking about no other person a year lawyer Eric AJ or better not say na ye di and common afa a year nema bebre won so and I make sure the oil industry no echo say I no can say fu no wo ye den ye betum on the 1st of April wo ye den yebetum. I'm going to tell you how much and I say ahia yedeba betum asisi ano eba be kosru ye pa sisi ameno ka say well and I feel so Star Oil they've increased omo oil no before even 1st of April metro amount omo de abasisi ameno ka say the search is on as we speak right now. Oil has shifted from $85.55 to almost about 109 per barrel. It tells you say what Donald Trump, Israel, Iran and who Susan Swono. A man na yebe feel what is happening. But eba Ghana, what are we going to do? Now it is increasing. But it didn't in a home come. Mamenko na fe min fa a house segment no brought to you by C4C Liver Limited Specialist Limited na ye no mo ND and komo na fe membra ye na ye doctor me personal doctor is yama e wo line so na oni ye emfam ye pa na otu ye fo no oni afa niam mu yie pa sesesi ano ye ho da ye ho so ye beko Easter so no obetu afu yie pa because Easter no de akọ no de dan the wretched we ne dan obere so a so take time and adok enyesa Richard obeko Easter do beya no beya utunufo said den do so beya no beya but onye no moderation and enyesa
good morning Syria
morning and me tunufo onye no moderation say first no fa beya 4 5 as onye beya 3 2 no nkufie no nkoda ebe boa no me nka so wunda but dey dey no
kakra otiso obejai
dog bibi aboko dey
no Syria obadi adaruma bibi aboko megasipa na se wotuta dey
radio adom kakra eguso a Fire FM ene ye toaso eden na ewo homa ene wadama
yo Syria me da say for this opportunity me fa we fidie kase so echia ye loyal listeners nyina na yakoso ada almost sebrano omunyamre ehwetie ye na de ye kan so almost famuaba tuhu anamon ti yeda obi ase na enra na ye start hu condition ye hwe condition ye fe no arthritis na ye chechwe mu ka say anytime ye beti itis bia no it stands for an inflammation and arthritis ye derived from a Greek word it is atron it is a joint and inflammation of a joint not just a okotogeno ahohono ana wonsanti ana ahohono ana bebia dompemienu ehie bia no etimi ahohono ye describe o joint say eye bebia dompemienu hia na cartilage edantemu a eboa na ekushin dompenu ma dompenu empem pepepe ebiom yankopon amaye dey from tendons na ligaments eno so kita dompenu ne position in place ebi so synovial fluid special fluids a joint ni mu eboa lubricating joint no my movement no free until this is the how yankopon aye joint no na yesese bibi ekoso na joint no bobia no na morphology ne sifa na cartilage no we ana insio no etefa ho ana empo ligament ni bit ete ana empo joint dompeni bi wo ho no ebua na doctors NOD arthritis won komo yesia say yewo yefen osteoarthritis say cartilage na da dompeni ntemu no are na yewo rheumatoid arthritis autoimmune condition immune system no attack joint no start say a kill joint no gradually na and also the problem about yewo septic arthritis infection and it me ediba and your gouty arthritis excess uric acid in the body into no mo sabe brain no na ye fa proteins rim nam bebre no proteins a wo mo ne insana hoden ni nyina se kidney ni nyina ntini enye ni nyina pe ana be dose pe na afi no settle wo joint no na my gouty arthritis I know the how ba if you know some of the major risk factors injury ye pe ball ye pe exercise no ye koya activity bi na ye pra na ya share ho akọ pharmacy akoto painkiller na ya nom without looking at the severity of the injury in the long term no na afi no your how brain yes why it's not the brain no it means you see a chances I go school I man pa ni mom book the brain asuego mechi ampo aduane kwa ni asua ne bebre na ne bag ne bonechi bebre no no so to me increase your chances no kesiye bebre and also it me increase sedentary lifestyle is no smoking yeah exercise yetifa ko abribia etimi increase enyi so ka ho na afi so genetics o mame o papa ebusuani bi obi a very important so obehu na wehu how obesi live life na ankofa all these challenges but this is what in some yeah no nra yesia say the person has signs and symptoms no na impende be no don pem you no start to say cartilage na area or how I dey ban say it ni ma onya stiffness the stiffness of that joint first no nka how move joint no ntimi biom na afi ma severe pain ebi kura timinya groin pain groin no metre say o pelvic area ho o tire no elko o fear elko o pelvic joint one utiminya excess pain so ho you will be a friend grunting sound or sensation o bo say bibi ajike say o kotoja na ajike ho bi wa ha o move kotoja na o do start to so out no say emu no wo so kakra science e tire say bibi koso wo sa joint no ebi kwa de o ha na ahoho no ahoho na ye tender misra tender na kire se odo nsa ekoka wan ha na no wonyu asem even po ebi kwa o ha o sha atade kwa obre atade ni ye jeans na can kotodua na baby a hone ye ne ya otumi bre pan sana otumi ahye ebiom obi a ope exercise a the enka first so body need to me no entimi ye biom because joint no bre ebi su ko wa otumi nya skin discoloration titru say septic arthritis a ebi kura so wo ho a otumi nya burning pain titru say gouty arthritis na okokromoti ho no tumi hyehyw ehunu no mpeme bre no otumi po hyehyw na etre say bibi cause wo ho a uric acid no abuild excessively le pacho so who sa science we nyina e wo se obomodin ato ho na mo ntem esan say complications are etimi de ba no ebi eye de efe no osteonecrosis pacha me anope but ye ka osteo a ejina ho ma dompe na necrosis eye random cell death nti odompe no be ye so brittle so weak say bibi kakra bi pe odompe no tumi ebu ti bibi kakra inframa kra bo na umuvu kakra inframa bo heavily na umuvu kakra na ohopimade a pe bo so waka form eye science a e tell say one power ni anhwe odompe no yo bibi so e fa no chondrolysis ebi um san fa cheme but chondrolysis ne kire say cartilage na edda dompe ni ntem no area masisi a e zero enti dompe na eni kwan se hia nsisi o mo pem pepepe mini abema se basa nanti ho yedin e basa movement yedin because you have constant pain. What's the morphology? What's the yankopon and sano e the wa wo de ahye ho e ma movement ayedin kai so won't mean your movement here emwa circulation emwa akoma na emwa kidney emwa liver na emwa ntino em betime long term complications abatuni pedian so be quite mean bleeding inside of the joint oni de o hia moja bia mbai o hia o we ho no ye o hia ho ye ne ya kakra bi nti o pe eyo intimate bi no de asasa na okọ
okay
pacho utiminya internal bleeding so ewo ho ebi kra utiminya pinch nerve pacho pinch nerve ne je say untino e be ye pinch in the sense that movement is restricted titru ye chika cell no etimi kofa o how e de ebreye ye wo bibia your friend dry eye rheumatoid arthritis etimi move to yeni ese yeni etimi move to your kidney ese your kidney etimi move to your liver ese etimi move to organ dia arthritis in ade bi agro carpal tunnel syndrome onsano your median nerve and na boy ma yetimi ya ye bokon so ya ye use no ma bebre e wo fie etimi bi ensa ye pamade ne ye use computer ni nyina no so median nerve in the boy but constant injury to those joints no etimi say median nerve na wenya carpal tunnel syndrome the pacho your hawa and permeable so pamade na wonya such problem utimi hu say very very painful. These are some of the major complications and mebema ye kwan a ye betumi aka etu wa try kisa the pacho enfen ni agro esanse we nyina e betumi esi
Dr. Wakasa ene maedi na meti na yese oha no de yenimpa so ne yenim sesei enete anasesei na beba no enti no se ne wesi aka ne de e de ato yekotodwe na mu na friction no mu no ye de betum na hwedi betimi aye na se ye no ma ye wa arthritis ne sa ne meneme na ye ba eye C4C amutimi buan ana
yes senior C4C ewo yankopon adom ye wo nro ewo nimdie no ewo treatment plans ahodo a ye de ebua se eye management treatment se eye palliative treatment se eye complete healing treatment ye wo ni nyina o e bia na wo de one painkiller sa na so painkiller no one ma afi onum kura eye ejima 2 hours per nye bio ye wo natural remedy a ebeko straight to untini mo straight to dompe no baby ayare no wo no na akwako kenyan no na akwako tintam na at the end of the day no most of the time ndo na ho ode no ehye eye yare no so ebiom ya besa so akire wo de wo se wo de eni kwan se wo de anya se wo ba ya na eye ma wondro you with that baseline investigation you with that doctor patient communication that history taking in ho ansa na ye de do accountisinia me show obi a otie ye nia no so wa arthritis ana condition nia doctor atudi akire wa acho bomodiana bra C4C liver specialist hospital you want immediate no treatment plan e betimi dia aboa na apomode no so ACP
okay and you know menya we infamy one cry obi so tie e waterkrade obi tie e wo eye Kumase in the Ashanti region onko hefa
Accra ha your Denta SDA Junction.
Okay.
Takrade so your brand Kessben pa ewo ho opposite Fejai May Sport. Kumasi your Ejoso Kwamo Jache Junction. Na Cape Coast your Green Hill opposite Addison Square Garden. Aguna Odobe so brand Kessben pa ewo ho. Netherlands, so if you see a move to the extent so you Netherlands in Europe, and then say Unimobi also those areas now. Obviously, as you see, facilities no Netherlands. Now number of 24/7. Your bedroom so no 050 00 40 331. Pacho, Adarma Mrs. Subium 050 00 40 331. And now it says 050 00 40 328 050 00 40 328. Can I say you will live to now and also be bois ama organs akese your kidney no liver etimi di dwumaye ama uric acid that you wasting na wetimi eyi etima unsanka live to place you order one number my friend na so baby I will be an you free delivery at the amount na build a diet plan so amount kai so see for see once treated forever treated senior and obey that see the brain no one go there
that's on show doc na ochna erade aduma yebesan asia.
Yes, Pacho, Yami had much now. You're taking new topic.
Okay.
Chronic kidney disease. Yeah, they for Wednesday they are called Good Friday.
Okay.
Chronic kidney disease.
Chronic kidney disease.
Diseases, yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yebe boy more than yebe fem. Mate. Okay, that's pa.
All
right. Yeah, Dr. Esiama and Nedin Common from ASC4C liver specialist and DN Commono FIA health segment in a home 5 minutes into 8 a.m. meeting at a man soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. So like I told you, what is going to happen is Unim say ahead of us, you will a fuel adjustment prices, a price deregulation policy, new price floor will have to happen. Now, Sinamidi it has to the window adjustment, is between April 1st to 15th of April. Now, this is what is happening. If you're MP for her, and omo edema say adjustment window will have to be done between the 1st of April and 15th of April. Before member and also no na can who say the Israel and US in Iran akono and that small excursion that Donald Trump claims say Uncle Okono sisi de enye excursion sisi anem say ya kwentu pa and na O2 or the US A2 pa. So indeed it is really affecting too many of these issues when it comes to oil. And as we say fangwa sebio ye na yebia ye de adwuma sene fata. Oko adwuma so sisia around some time back, just some few weeks ago, we were hovering around 86.55 per barrel, per $86.55 per barrel. Sisia menoka say a shoot to, if my figures are right, to almost about 109.66 per barrel. $109.66 per barrel, which means a shoot to ekosuru yepa. What it means again to the world is that oil prices in ekosuru dia fuel and as a fan was say na ye used to be and also ebe kosuru. And Canada, the excuses were that we're not picking it from Straits of Hormuz, Iran, and I say all those Middle East area honeyano yemfa oil infiho. Talk of Dubai, talk of Oman, talk of Kuwait, talk of even Iran itself. We're not picking oil from there. Then we're picking it from the European countries and then some part of Europe no na oil. But can who say we are not here so Ghana fire oil no? They also pick it from somewhere where they also go to the Middle East and all that to do that. Menoka say Iran are bombing one of the vessels Nanka is Dubai, which is carrying almost about 2 million barrels of crude. Straits of Hormuz, and I say Iran komo at the airco ababe jina with Dubai. Then it was shifting straight to China and then Russia. As we speak, eye omo drones ni bi atufa efi Iran akọ say eye a vessel no abom say ya di maya mesa na to rough amasisia no that 2 million oil na akofa fi eye Iran Strait of Hormuz ebesi akọ eye China down to eye your friend is saying China and then Russia no I say as to so many bi we cannot tell as we speak, but as we speak to pioneer the omoda so air to 2 year pa. Now let's come back to Ghana. What is happening to Ghana is that the April 1st and 15th now make us say aye window na ye be for aye the adjustment, whether the increment or reduction on. What is happening to us is that if we are not careful, we are going to see us buy petrol as we speak 15.19 Ghana cedis. If we are not careful, you better a diesel 17.85 Ghana cedis per liter. That is what is happening as we speak. Even Korea is telling us that jet fuel is becoming expensive, so Korea Air is now having issues. And in Ghana, this will be the 5th projected increase in fuel just as we speak from January 2026. This is what is happening at Ghana. Now, as we speak, interestingly, wow, I increase it from 12.24 Ghana cedis per liter to 13.30 Ghana cedis per liter. Petrol. As we speak, diesel shoot to echo 17.10 per liter. Ameno ekasa CCA. So if Star Oil also shifting it there from 12.19 Ghana cedis at the cost 13.49 per liter, and as you see, I was shifting a diesel or the cost rose from 14.25 Ghana cedis to 17.97 Ghana cedis per liter. This is what is happening when it comes to the country Ghana. Now we don't know what will be between 1st April and 15th, whether we're going to buy fuel, petrol 15.19 Ghana cedis. I cannot tell, but the industry players will speak to us on this matter. So, and 31st, tomorrow being midweek, Wednesday, the 1st of April, we're going to see a increase in fuel. Now, increase it there, then we should be awaiting what the transport sector will tell us. We should be waiting what food and agreg for will be telling us. We should be waiting for any other increment that comes with it, because what is happening Iran, Israel, and then US, are not my understanding again is that I think yesterday also when I read about Israel, one of their oil areas in Ibino has been bombed by the Irans. So it is still a fight that we need to see to it. Quite remember minority came in to say that if it is so, with immediate effect, the one Ghana that is on would the government reduce it, take it off for now, and let's say again the 5 weeks, 6 weeks or so storage now. What is it happening now? Is it that we have more than that as we speak, so we can still maintain air prices? And now we say we still cannot hold on to it, but we'll have a plan B. If we have plan B, what will be the plan B? We na 12 minutes into 8 a.m. Answer na mene lawyer Mr. Eric Ejay, CEO National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NEP and EIP ebedi enkomono afa niema bebre mebunu no omashesha mo ene one of the flagship programs the manifesto of the NDC spoke about ejumara no ebedi hu nkomo yie no amenko na afi no yesika sem de hu hia pa oyo no koso na no nchese sika na ehso ho no sabi kokodi yemfa nko ye adwuma yemfa nko na Bayport Financial Services for enfanye omo fix deposit ni nyamfa so bebre bese me de menya kakra me de beko na omo 5000 omo famra 3000 omo 3000 bi da ho na me famra na omo hwema me na omo enye increment ni ma me na afene so makwaje ma de din kode na makotena so raboni Atenase, the manager himself, where Bayport Financial Services, Watenase, Babidi Nkomana share what we should be doing when it comes to a Bayport and a face almost fixed deposit na almost money, Bibi Aboko there. Nice. Now, Mr. Montes, I mean, more 3,000 be the whole. But the Misaka. It's Nanka, me fan bijao. Nanka, Fatu, Mamma, mini many. And you know, you bet me abuaji. Ubet me abuaji, and I'm a baby so. I saw some cranka 5,000. Now, what shall I say, mammy? It's me from bro. If you cry, major answer. Oh, that be a woofy. Ain't you know, some me papa last year in film, I'm the kind of bro. Okay. Nah, China won't name it there. My baby, Minya Tisca pet. Oh, you know, Name Page and Minya Tisca, me Page. Oh, my dear, I had the uncle, and got your coin. Okay, your magic crowd once I be accounting. Umusa yatiase enko na fe fire firm osi yenye fixed deposit den ya na de ntine yemra Bayport ne be fixed deposit wo yo me da se bra kujo mefa akwanya iso atie Kessben ahwefo ne etiefo nyina am say omo tie for some time omo take decision no omugusu edi emudi anamona omutu ye no so aba enti ye pese ye fasa akwanya iso na ye bohu deru na won enti ye nka omunim fixed deposit na de ban no bi enkomo twetwe mu no omubehu na afi omo nso atumi aba na de a omo a edi nkan no de a omudi no omo nso atumi aba abedibi. You can't fix deposit. Fix deposit investment. Say wo sika bi da ho a obotai ne say me sika ye wo ho me pese wo ana pese me nya mfaso bebre e wo so. Eni ntino me de ma sika krabia ne say omofa ndi djuma ebri ne bre no ano na mfaso omo benya no omo ne me enche. Enti eba no Bayport ye de no ye flexible ye wo 3 months 6 months and ye wo 1 year and inti se udi sika to account mu na obotae ne se obenya mfaso e wo so eno na ye frɛ no fixed deposit na no banks bia ne enhyehyɛ ya omowo Bayport ye enhyehyɛ ya ye wo ne se obetumi de ato ha either 3 months 6 months ana 1 year afi ye mfaso a ubenya no ode toto ebidie ho a ye de na wo soro pa so Bayport fixed deposit gives you higher returns na eno no e wo soro chen se u jasika ato u savings account mu eninti tiefo ni ahwefo nhye so investment fixed deposit investment no de ye sheda di hu nkomo ema ohunu se 3 months ya wuye emfaso a obenya sei 6 months obenya sei 1 year obenya ni sei enti wo sika da account bi mu busum bia hu se ye tete so ebi mbeka ho na mum esotia na etede a eno de anapei numbers na egu screen ni so no bomodin anafa na yemboa o e free 5,000 eko o qualify say Bayport fixed deposit no ye be bia ma so Bayport fixed deposit gives you high returns and then guaranteed returns say ye yema wonde na o ye 6 months there na emfaso a obenya no unim say me ye 10,000 imprim o Bayport for 1 year me emfaso a menya ye 1,175 cedis eno no ahyese na uhu se sei na menya se eniema so tio eniema boso ba femu ekosuro ensese a ye ne wunya ye no ensesa so you are assured of guaranteed returns ene na ma Bayport fixed deposit strong kono
and inti say over 5,000 cedis 50 million old cedis no kwa o qualify enti make high returns as such saying me chere say o ye average investor o de won sha say unim investment ni so bebrea 5,000 bra o de 5,000 ba be porter 1 year eso a obenya 587 cedis emfaso se wa hoɔden a o de sha say as a beginner no e beduru 10,000 a ye no 1 year obenya 1,175 cedis ye 20,000 ma for 1 year nso a obenya 2,350 cedis sanso na se oye 50,000 cedis e o bay porter se ye investment a obenya 5,875 cedis se o invest 50,000 e o bay porter 1 year obenya 5,875 cedis we invest 100,000 e o bay port for 1 year obenya 11,750 cedis enti wo de ebia na wo no investment no ta ye oye a wakwadare mu a usika no mu odu kakra enti se beduru 200,000 na ye no for 1 year eno no mfaso to 23,500 cedis ne ba be kan usika ten na o invest ye a ye 200,000 no eho ama se wa ho odin so bedu 500,000 na ye ma for 1 year 58,750 cedis mfaso ena obenya wa ho odin bedu 1 million na o ya 1 million 1 year bayport at the 117,500 cedis na be kan usika no ama de aye ken ebi aso ahwe a omo wa dance ye bebre enti afi nende ebia na uhwe me for the first time utie me for the first time wa sa bre a wa bon pa ya ahwe nim se o pesika kra bia asumdwe wo na odi usika akoto na wo ama wa pa a unya ye no sa bre na nu ani enti ofre me na ebia usika ukra no kra so chen dia mabobosu ya ofre me a manager me pa cho mi sika na esei me ye ne 6 months a menya sen ye kire mu na eto asum na oni yen ya adwen na opese ye mawa Ghana ha bibia wo bia ofre ye nko ade a we have 46 branches across the country uni Ghana hapo na wa manone na wo Ghana card nko a mail wo ho e betumi asend wo mail umiti requirement na ye beboa na ya amount ye wa customers e wo Ghana nye wo won a wa manone a omaye investment ya enfaso a ye bubu osu yi omo de omo te de papa enti anapei choose Bayport fixed deposit investment today obetumi afre me e wo me number si so 0245 15 3283 0245 15 3283 anase obetumi asan afre me wo 026 300 7922 026 300 7922 eninti mentwen na usika no yentetete ya manensa ansa na waba Bayport mepacho ebeduru 5,000 na wo qualify ebeduru 10 million na wo qualify de hiane se wodi 18 years a Ghana card na sika me boss no wa ho de na ebeduru ana ebrosa Bayport be hwa ya ma kama na wo danso a wo beda if you say Bayport ye credible brand a ya ejuma wo Ghana have over 23 years ye sanso wo nkrabata ahora nkron e wo 9 different countries a se udi usika beto ha asumdwe e friend asumdwe de is assured and inti me numbers ni biom 0245 15 3283 0245 15 3283 and 026 300 7922 026 300 7922 eninti odache na wahwe nimu a se beye kama no make the right choices today, and then see the glorious future you are expecting tomorrow. And so choose Bayport fixed deposit today, and let's help prepare you towards your future.
Okay.
And I pay medasi bibre.
Meso medasi pa any kwa dia faso, but em NJ and indeed me kind na me beba na yedi aye. Ehun hia pa. Yene ora boni ofi Bayport Financial Services yene omo edi and come form of fixed deposit omo hu adwuma na no ho come and yedi yene 23 minutes into 8 a.m. Ziga Atanase, the Ziga stick, Brosisia and Chekra. But this one says, good morning, I'm Ben from Kwabenya. So soon, the former president has forgotten he told the whole chief from Volta region to complete a ye block, but wanted the current president, JDM, to complete Agenda 111 hospitals. That funds were given to contractors who haven't gone to site, according to audit report. I know President JDM won't be like him and the former president, the former president, to say anything that will offend chiefs, but do the needful. Regards to Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Deborah, Honorable Peter Akwesi Mensah of Tema Shipyard, and then Honorable MC Agbo of Ga East, also Nedia or the Ebaye Enonom. Mamen can we enfi Sami Esaman Kessben Honum. He says that the recent hike in fuel prices has brought about a change in narrative from the NDC led by Mahama, despite their earlier assertion that the insignificance of global conflict on Ghana's economy. Given the current economic challenges, it is prudent for Ghanaians to expect consistency and from their leaders. Mahama's previous claims about the Ukraine-Russia conflict seem to contrast with the current situation. If the NDC is serious about resetting the agenda, they should consider apologizing to Nanado and the past misinformation and any past misinformation and purpose measures to mitigate the effect of the fuel price increase. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Samuel Osesa Kode Abdullah Salah, and then Hajia Safia Muhammad Ose Uchia Munyina. Let's read this one from Komensa Pillar 2 aka 2029 Baumia Bedi president. He says, hey, Abain Papa nie everything make basa. I answer. Well, I don't get that one. Also, anyway, kudos to Nina Chum upon some who is the next US MPP branch women organizer hopeful on the Ebain. Now Meshak Asante from Mama Samai says that MPP and their micro minority MPs are trying so hard to tag this government with corruption, but EMFA. They always screaming and shouting like an angry coward dog. Meanwhile, nothing is there to chase. This government has been in office for more than a year, but not even a single scandal has been recorded. Unlike what we witnessed under the previous MPP government. And if we don't want this government, if you don't want this government, then which government again do we prefer? MPP dear sune. This one is Meshak from Amasamai and the way Ebaye. And then let me read this one before I go to Ziga. This one is Capito Gorso Menshia. The JDM and the NDC should bow down their head in shame because they have always have disappointed Ghanaians, especially cocoa farmers. They should prepare for position come 2028. Regards to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Honorable Mavis Komsen and Ode Nedie Ebaye. And this one is from Daniel Coleman from Ahafu Kenya, number 2 Jericho. He says, we told Ghanaians that the second coming of President Mahama is not easy for Ghanaians. My regards to Honorable Howard Komsen, the incoming national woman organizer of the MPP. Onosonedia or the Ebaye and no. This one is from Teacher Constitution Mwase. He says that the NDC strongly condemn Galamsey, sourcing and LGBT plus kill and in opposition, but now they are quiet. Inflation is down, but electricity, water, and school fees have increased. New teachers and nurses are old over a year, and cocoa farmers are still waiting for payment. Is this the government Ghanaians expected? My regards to Asanteman Kuka, Dr. Baumia, and Mr. Usu Bempensha, so MPP chairman hopeful, and also Nadia Ode Ebaye, and no 27 minutes into a year 8 a.m. in corner fee Ziga, and for a year Ziga sticking on and Ray Nafi Yan Twaso. Like I tell, a lawyer, Mr. Eric J, CEO, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP, Ebedi and Komo, near Shady Koso, when it comes to youth entrepreneurship, and what they've been able to achieve so far since Omoba Abemu and in a bidding and Komoziga. Maakye, be able to
yeah, boss. Nice.
Men then kakra Mishawa Dobekane.
Yes, just 3 days away to Easter.
Yes, Easter, yes.
We pray for a divine alignment, and God will do it. I would say, make I say, Nancy, on the digest, one of the professors that we host here, Eka Semiche and said, Ghana, we are not growing in politics. It's like from 1992, you open the Fourth Republic for democratic rule, no civilian rule. As it's like you're stagnant, you intimitate grow our politics. You see, Ubia or Kwai or Faso or Watching, so would be. But the minority, one Ghana cedi a year almost say a buying a moving na energy sector levy amendment. You know? That one Ghana cedi so be a kotofi wala yente one Ghana cedi yen fan solve dum so. Now the minority in parliament say hunya akabeya aban no edi sa de na free. That's fine. So I want to ask myself that, look, if you say this, so fight this idea here, what would the minority stand to gain? I don't know say what you must say.
Again,
the minority in parliament, some fight this idea here. A dear non person achieve say Ghana for kobu bu 1 Ghana cedi.
I am saying
Ghana for kobu bu 1 Ghana cedi. Not bad. Listen. They be a make us a politics on. So opposition do something that abama obia ka bi amount. Tell you abama obia be ka bi the amount. Then the government, it will push the government to a certain level bia ebe inevitable or tin who be bia or who hwie ni. So how be why see a day public street lighting system levy buy. When we amended the Energy Levy Act, we made to understand, say, the public lighting system and yet, your street lights are abubu, the higher 40. Your traffic lights and team function, they be at your for every China and the repair. We need to obia kotofiwala, yentino 1 peswa, meboa. Sa 1 person no ye de best services ade eti ye de sika ni bia na be san agro atete nkofo betimi aye de ye fa de say the street light na say ya say electricity na say ya the same thing and the sanitation levy the sanitation levy no we made to understand say that the baller tax you see the baller tax ni yakotofi waliente a certain amount. Sa no man ye debe se sika ye debe se sa baller. E this country beboa. Se sika bi ye so move 100 meters there should be a dustbin. Awu ye nwu ade betu meboa. There should be fumigation our your market any crowded places. As I say, ya gata munina ya fumigate ya gata munina with that 1 Ghana cedi meboa. Okay, you see a better net and your good baller car so meboa. You see a better bucket and you see a sanitation area sa. You de baller good meboa. E be ma assembly bienya baller car. Assembly ni nko baby nko nkofa enko han baller car. E ma de MC ni mba be die sika.
That is the sanitation levy. Go and read it. A classroom meboa, it will be tia. A baby kase opposition bi kase e be yen tia me ne nya adwene meka bia ma aban no. Listen. 1988 Ghana ekodum so me ni hu bi. 1988 10 years later yebo World Cup 1998 yekodum so meboa. Yekodum so for over 8 months. Serious doom so. 2006 to 2007 President Kojo Preko Dankwah for 1 year. Akoso bari meboa. That compel us to go and finish the breather. President Mills by 2011 we were in doom so, but then you serious till say President Mahama took off 2012 e dey kwa hit 2016 kofa Mary by yes he hit doom so. Then another Dankwah for the time yes experience doom so. Listen, abainis no. It is because you are the kadodo. Independent power producers. We can't finance their debt. They be a trebi. No more say you do their money because of a agreement and no mag assign. They make a watch say. So okay, let me come out with this. Obia kotofu ayanto 1 Ghana cedi. Then for ending the doom sort once and for all because since Fourth Republic a baby awa baby ano you experience doom so. Me wa. Rollins doom so. Kufuor doom so. Atamis doom so. Mahama doom so. Ekufuor doom so. It's yes here and this sad way once and for all with 1 Ghana cedi. You are fighting here. I don't get it. I don't get this one. Listen. You can't do so. You fight this, whereby we are paying, but we are still experiencing doom so. Jamaica, what I say, that is what will be justified. Say, then you try to we say, let there be a that's what to do so because the public lightning street system may near come. I say, many come yet, and they be near. Say, I didn't you see a trace as Sikara, young Franco, ye street lights. But a street light in Nabubu. Yes, you Kojo Preko you to a certain percentage. You found quiet traffic light. By a traffic light in Yaduma, you have every right to complain. Ramewu and diverted some of the fund and the Koye different thing. We are aware of it. You understand? Sanitation levy. A buyer, dear, who came ranwa. Dear woman, tea, near Nunisa, but a free say, yeah, and they do so. Why do you have to take you to parliament to say, a budget say, a binding it 1 Ghana cedi levy free hop, tell you, yet you free hop, and you can't drive a phone be some, and I dear no, be a commodore, and 1 liter 1 Ghana cedi, you be and do so, be a commodore 1 liter, you be a commodore, ye not or many support political points. We don't love the country. We don't love this country. Please, let us fight a good fight. So source nasamaba, we support you. Because you cannot sign a contract with a 44% single sourcing. We will support the opposition to combat the sole sourcing. But stop the doomsday fight. It's a disgrace. We need to end doomsday in this country. Santo come and fam red people for ye jantum ye jate dia obi me ma me oti awomaso okumase e fe de se me na na oti awomaso wati konkori wonim bibi de sanitation levy we wonim dum so bia 1 Ghana cedi bia driver ni bi o ha woti driver boss wonim say your driver for the bi o ha they are driving they don't even know that yet wo. I'm telling you, the education is not there. They don't even know that yet me do so. And let us maintain it. Name the doom so say banning and hunuswa. Then we have every right to talk about. We have every right to complain. Yenye clean politics kakra. Because we have country to govern. We have a country to govern. Or two folk can say me with the power. Say yes, you can disagree with the government. That don't frustrate the government. You frustrate the government. You frustrate the country. You can frustrate the political party. I don't have any problem. Then this is the political party. You can frustrate them. I don't have any problem. But don't frustrate the government. Okay. You understand? Make sure Sadiana will come. You're well justified. Okay. That's all. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Back to you.
President Mahama. Eyi bai obai Adamadi Kaka me say tin you Nanadu Dankwah Kufuor bai. The first year we were able to record contamination fuel scandal. 5 million liter contaminated fuel scandal. Cash for seat Buacheja converting and an Australian visa fraud. The first year. Ura Tamil se by the first year. Anas Arim yo anas expose in what tama. And that may be a Johnson bribery scandal. I buy that is first year. The previous day I don't want to mention it. Listen, President Mahama I first year without recording any scandal. 1 year, 3 months is a plus for President Mahama. If you read the Sole Sourcing Act now, Public Procurement Act now, there's no way out sole sourcing bonnet. It is not a crime in the sole sourcing. Nemo we mother broswa suspicion automatically follow you say who did dream and you know kind the section 40 and 41 or James sole sourcing your bonnet. Nemo I dare to highlighting and say, oh, can you be very careful when you are giving a contract? Sure. Because oh, Commander Broswa near Kwako, say, what shut up and say, who did you? I'm told that President Mahama established here, he said, they investigated this sourcing. Yeah. There shouldn't be any investigation. Sack Kwame Agbadza, please, if you don't have anything to do with it. If it is not a cartel that sat down to do this to this country, okay. Now President Mahama nim who share. There's no need. Because listen, so in your bonnet and your crime, it is not an offense per the law. It is a new offense. There, you don't set a committee to investigate him. But if you think that at the end of why you know, so in a castle, we are man bro so suspicion and fall on you. So what the dream there? If you think that Kwame Agbadza because he's black spotting your white robe.
Okay.
Kwame Agbadza because pastor at the end no shit.
All right.
So be any who be there because committee ebe cash for seat committee.
All right.
Me call job am timu bia. Me na propose be timu bia I'll be satisfied. Me ma me to job no at committee do be I'll be satisfied.
Okay.
Kojo Preko Dankwah timu bia ye na ebe hunu ba committee aye ko seti am panyin committee ni ayi e ko ba na se say ni amen. Sack the man. Okay. Sack the man.
All right.
Because one say so what sack one, then you open the box of hope for this country. Okay. What sack Kwame Agbadza it will instill public confidence in President Mahama. Say, Kai, this man have learned something. Okay. It is ready to combat corruption. Right. Okay. Sack him. Sack him.
Ziga, and you're turning canon Ziga steak, you know, the ebre, you know, which I call time now 41 minutes into 8 a.m. What I saw share a Kessben Maakye on Kessben TV, on DSTV channel 364, and on Go TV, channel 121. And then you are live again over here, Kessben 92.9 FM. And I'm on Samsung for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Now the man who gave me the name of Samsung for Kojo Preko Dankwah is on the line. I baby D and Komosis. Yeah, so the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resource I issue a tender notice in accordance with Regulation 258 of the Minerals and the Mining Licensing Regulation 2012 LI 217 Sisiade Damine Gold Mine no Sisiano Muhia investor papa with financial and technical capacity now lazy the operation of Damine mines at the Amano. As to how it will go and how the entire Amana Basano Mamenkwa Humana so namene Amansanson for senior Mahmoud Kabari or your spokesperson my lands and natural resource minister Ra Ama Kofi Amabwa Indi and come on and for this issue home boss maybe about there
Yabru Amazon na zone for Adopeba Odem wo faziga mu boja ukwankwan ya na se.
Ubeye ne day.
Na nchira so na oma enye oma na ntitire na oma no nkoso.
Amen. Yara se say fro na yensa kan e no ba be di enkomo. So like I said no in accordance with regulation 258 of the Minerals Mining License Regulation 2012 LI 2176 and minister Edabetu Justice Siade the Damine gold mine no say the man lease na ye the man lease so a sefata say ye tender chechire mu ye sign akwakusi say time ye issue I think it was on 24th March 2026 ebi say same na me no ka say Ghana for person motiase ye that's tender and afi so Damine gold mine no et saying
Openi mamenchia wa no pay mamembo wa baso no pamfo na menchia Ghana fo nyina ntia sonko frimira Emmanuel Amakofiboa ma Ghana bishie nyina na asemi tofa boni ni pie watwam nyina ne se afra se na abaye na adwen se efie be ya bia santiase apamo a one kwasiburu ni fita company e fa no Goldfish do mo sa share nkrata asese yagudi a woda aman ene ne mpotem kwasi emehen wontuo na eho tuo ne eho sebio from apanya dododi wo ne binka o mangana ye ena afra se na sa mfie biasa no eba na wiye na eba na wiye ne efe su ne ban bia na ekoso wo da aman ho no no a na efe se kwasi a na awen se ofunufunu bibi eguwa wodi ewi akọ ajese odi itirima abro enti ma oma Ghana jina azuka se ene se nkrata no wu a jade a ye besan atoaso ne kwasi asensan foforo biom wei ena so ma aban no ene kwasi buruni eti bajokuo mienu a kind of transition team the government side and the company side so ye no hwe na ye mobo na ye tutu ne ma kopem se afi ba ko ntem no ombetumi adane company no ndi ama o man Ghana na ye dane a ye nya no prekope abe graduate ehumba bi adwuma efotie ehumba bi a wewo na jese ebe wi ase na nkoye kratiki no ma bia na enu mudwuma die no obu nkonta na ye nsenye no a sese akabe boso pepepe na sa gudabue ne sisi nyina banawi ya we ya be da so da kro by 18th April no na kwasiburu ni asesa no gukoro ne nkaka kwa wa we ya this year the credo ekoto da mama no mu ansa na ya pa we ni ba foforo wa beto aso Kojo about say you know the effects on job, you know the effects on local contracting firms, you know the effects on even community development. And until now that 19th of March and the Mineral Commission to the minister said Unmunya for Adama Dama Eshishayeni Adia Owenina no Yabanavi. I don't think your best sellers over my acquaintance. Nanka a year Minerals and Mining Licensing Regulation 2012, a year LI 2176. Yejinaso na tender processing and Kaya Shasie na yape nsa basa wood blue na kwasi kwe no no so afeti na nkobasi kwasi be kwanza na ebe wura mountain na efi mu akoto obi na mbom kwasi kwo no na nipa no so toa so sebe ya wono ye adwuma wo ho o man chefe wumu nyuma kura wo embeze guo eni kupunto no betuma to akoso na atena hoda minister FG no ana wo so no so ne mpenifo mo mpenini ade ehwemu owuhwemu on the 24th and Obama sa Minerals Commission foi no objection let's say once ma mo de ba ni asempa monton koso na yempe sa nsia na mufo no na se minister ajetum na so magana nyina so funu se anamotuo sei na ya shase and tata that way no it's on the same 24th for minister granted permission to Mincom say wo mu enye sa tender process no that no na minister this accredited the way ni so about mountain telling the Ghanaian population say afedi epuno no bio wa ukalkere hu na wa ho na say da mai betima so mu aboa ya also found grata akona mpinifo nye de nhwem the same 24th no na Minerals Commission and the tender committee so ahweye and all processes are involved the bidding no and the choir with my first now also with my plebini again Ekogu the Minerals Commission website and the ministry website. One share said a 3 March Bushman that was Dunu and 9/24th. Ekopim and 31st March and on 9. Now BBA was a Pabia person of BDB no. Now was with winning and Kratako. And the back of the Minuka said, "She been covered on 9. Now it will be a corner, will be a character, no one who's over holding, will be fused with my body damage, woman up and to a perfra. Now I was a order in Kratako. By no 9 any minute back open. You close the door no. Now you have to be data, official data bread. One of our team food in our say, it be a bid no. Company assume senior benching and the team for be now if the process is a canino or not to me from now Marco. Where the Kayam, he said, in a long while, let me minister the Abana one is able what be moving one more real boom. Ghana phone in our Amakufu Basso said, a leader whose hallmark is transparency. One that you wait me, I can say, Uramakufu way beer. Anopay na say a matter for say, and then the last day, no.
Okay.
The carry woman and KB our condo. Na Melania for this one, Mr. Manu for this so. It could be associated with a military am Debbie. Kai say, I'm a Samsung for Mamma Quine, I'm a mobile kaka for, and to on Cracavia. Papa is on 9 number. And yes, Papa. And you are minister. When share government side of the transition team.
Okay.
Nipa Kujina mu abaya from omo ehwe nyuma some say the HR department. Omo ekwe yesika some crowd to finance. IT some abba for some IT to say exploration to say mining to say we omo nyina the information by indeed I might not be able to speak to the details of the information, but you could see Abaya Kradwa.
Okay.
We are advanced stages. They are kind of bidding way back on the way. Being a very viable hander of it to us free babia go for the AGM.
Okay. Yabada and like you said, Repemono, we be biana fira chapter 2 and chapter 3. Yabesan Abba na ewabe di hu enkomo yepa yadasepa.
Yes, so that's the way I come on about your power.
Yes, Yene Mahmoud Kabori or spokesperson in my Lantern Natural Resource Minister Ora Kofi Amabwa and Yeno AD and Komono. My main corner feminine Namala State and Construction Limited for Indian Company. We are the man is seated. The lawyer himself, Eric J. Lawyer or Sanso CU Emma National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NEIP. Watana City Mamunufo Mutie me Moshame Kessben TV, so on DSTV channel 364 and then on Go TV channel 121 and even on Facebook Kessben TV and then Kessben 92.9 munya sutie jumara na kasa aba betenase omo promise so mo juma no ene ye betenase ne a checking nyina ye ba be ye de sene de fata wa wo so nkoye wo so awunya bi wo so afo se eye azan anase efrakadam no ene wa wasem a ne nyina ne ye be ne nyina. And then all your questions that you really want to ask for youth employment na face so initiative bia ban out to say dey aba en kan adwumara ne nyina no me twen mo messages e wo WhatsApp and face so test ne nyina do the bia send tibia lawyer is here. Lawyer Eric J. Wahano by and sending me kind of saying how they buy the pepe. No, I can't kind my king man now feel answer Sibia Wubiano or the Nina Abema. But I'm son, I know my men and Mala State for Indian Common Fee, Memra back in Indian Common Amount. Be able to dear. And Sassetono Equay dear. I don't equay. Be I fine. Yes. Magada by 3K or Honome or Honum in the Besame deba. Which is 3K, which is 30,000, right? Jose. I mean, I can be chopped 2 acres amount. 3 about 2 acres. My uncle, now last stage for then I'm more in there. I go down pay the Ghana for your ass. Say, Abrina Bibiano or Mutia Tipa.
na edumi me dance so a omo buy start for me register na eko. In fact last weekend dey twa me na aswedin se o ka chekra Kessben for my idea. Brako Joni e kan say ye asase na ye ton se biu mpreduasa. Ye nka se first kapudu ni nyina fabra. In fact o de ni nyina buy ye beje. But so wan ye ni nyina mfa moma ama. Now see ye ma o period bi ni mfentua. Ye ma ni period. Ye ma no 1 year payment plan. A film payment plan and ye dem out. And assume say make us see a was say I turn 10,000 Ghana cedis or Kaswa Kuti and Amwanda. 10,000 Ghana cedis. And you wouldn't say, but you initial deposit of maybe 2,000 and 1,000 cedis. 1 year na cano, you 1 year, 12 months, not yet year. So assume it's every month you have 1,000 or 2,000. Who didn't say finish not yet year. And yen show then they say, I see a man 1 year into Busum be a fabra, Busum fabra derby. You didn't say a finning corner away, you know. What you so it could be said it be a why deposit of 2,000 or china bet you 1,000 the next month bet you 3,000 the next month bet you 500 what dey say finu nkona wie no what you sika ma wie sana na mala city ya session that to mo bibia because just say make one say make say o call to say 15 minutes drive from Afienya to Shah Hills you want say yantam ho no ma ye twa Eriton nsase ne ye twa no ho no 70 by 100 cca bebre na ho no ma ofre yan kan ne ho benya bi one so do the word the asa but wo mo pe bi wo ye Kumasi Kwantempo no so no ye obi wo ye nsawam aduagiri teacher mante kotoku ana fie so kotoku fanchireko ho nyina ye was ase bi wo no no so ye twa 70 by 100 na ne nyina meka nyina no so no payment plan eda so a oba obenya bi pepepe apart from that mo pe bi wo amasama ne enclave no mo to say obeyeye asuboy ho no mo obom amasama obom ho nyina ye was ase ne bi ho won so obo pe bi wo central region ho no so sem kan na Kaswa Koti Kaswa papa ase na afie so Kaswa Amwanda gomu afete kakraba ho nyina ye was ase ne bi wo no ma ka che Ghana fo nyina ase omombra na omombeto bi pa bakojo yeah, the telephone number is I did Juma office wedding. Office see ya no e bia mere ni tentimi kan nyina wa ha. Office bi nya mere no machichim kama pa e de amount. Number ni is 0598 65 3999 0598 65 3999 and I said 0205 051 525 0205 051 525 and any numbers like do as I dey ma obi an so ya ne say nkrata na dimu o so asase de betimi age na nkrata we ya ma indenture e dey apie so ya ju sika foforo bia for nkrata no nti ya ma indenture ya ma site plan ya ma barcode e dey afio so e wie so a ya so koma ya lawyers akasa wo mu defense aso ton mu a ya don ma ye adwuma kwa akire pa ama wo lawyers so do mo signature nyina sisi so won san do won stamp so abanda ma mo so mfa nya adwuma no so e da susu say pan wo ye so ya fro so wo as wa auto asase no so do witness wa dance DNA ba person sign portion nyina na fi the management of an analysis in board nyina so sign portion ntin kata na ya de ma no de edimu a chese bia be ko bia no e be boa papa ba ko ya ne se memre da ene kwese da bia no edadofo ekọ site ayangiska enti eye free site visit memre da ene kwese da bia no eye free site visit but no office one mo e be educate you wi atraka dem fo ani kohwe ukohwe wie na wakoma mu fa ope asase no a ne aka ho asem ukohwe wie na se wo mpe a bra na uko fie eye free enti ya to sa fra Ghana fo nyina se ampa waso nsu aso nsa ohun ne modru enti bebre na bua fa so se ukaso wo ton asase kra mpo no a na ya na enti asana ko bebre different kra enti na mal se wo de bra ne entufo obo so ye tinye ginie ono de asase no kra wona koma nso ontokra na o se ai estate for the enemo de be ko bia da bia issues wo mo e betu asase na ma for 6 good month kwani ko si dan no uko si wie na wakoma mu fa wa nya problem bia within the 6 month na chese wo de sika abrain unya issues wa ya be kan asem na se be episode ko bia po na wo de akọ because your number ya frɛ sisi na ere dwuma de na ba na wie ne ye 0598 65 3999 0598 65 3999 and I said 0205 051 525 0205 051 525 your main office nankasa ewo Amasaman Obeye Forest ama samai obey for us the main office in the war. Ma me se bibia opebia say dan ye sie wie ya ye to mortgage kwan so ye 3 bedroom self contained, ye 2 bedroom self contained and ye 4 bedroom self contained so ye to mortgage kwan so yes sie wie ntu dia so buy no be say then you better from your source. That is say the key number one and to me even half payment crown with between the key number one kwot dem na ka no ye telling akra krasa nti na mal dia ye to South Africa Ghana fo nyina say ban say dan and say say ye ton pa nkata da so pa unya problem bia no dia wo ba ye ho no mo a bra obenya mi papa office no ama samai obey forest ye David Ba enterprise no and the din share mo black ojo
okay but I say me be din come for your mortgage no me ne eye already keje yen hihye bi enti me he some betie fi ono na account na saka
enye bad
enti no enye den kra why but I say 58 minutes into eye 58 minutes into 8 a.m. But I was say na man last state for no 18 come no afi no me enkodi nkomo na me ne lawyer Eric AJ CEO man National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NEIP you know ND and come. So I told you in the morning say or ye seasoned entrepreneur or sounds so a business leader. And then again when it comes to youth development I mean, he's been in it for over a decade, both public and private sector. You know, why you ejuma ye pa. So when it comes to mebunu, any ejuma and na fizu kwa ebe faswa, ye ine beti mi abuane yesu ye nya yanka se yensa no ejuma dia. I mean, he's the man to go to. Na fi no, internet nye mwa so mampenyi ede na kwa kotu National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NEIP na no se nebe bua ama bibia etumi akoye. Again, on Monday, that was 28th of April 2025, and Omo Elanche, Ejumedin Bia, Yefeno Ejumera program, and indeed, is one of the flagship programs that Omanpenyi when Obana Probuni no or can say in their manifesto they're going to make it clear for member mu Ghana memu he nyina so no enya omo ensa no adwuma mo so mo no adwuma de da mo pese mo obibeka mo ma no mo fine tune no and also ombetumi aboye pantine you asum na fetina se na tie ni din na yenhwe de airco. In fact nemo mo ka so mbeye from 2025 down to 2026 in no have they been able to achieve and continuing to achieve what it is that they wanted to do and when you mean na eba be di ho enkomo on one they can say the Jumera program is more than a policy. It is a commitment, a lifeline to the countless young men and women who rise every morning with the big dreams. Mekaipa on one they can say same way. And I always say that Moka one ebesamba muncheni bisamo say indeed asamna Moka you know you're living to it and now so say dia. Ora Eric AJ atenase. Yeba be din komo na afia hwe de ko ene de eba when it comes to youth and afia so entrepreneurship ewo Ghana hanum. Boss bia boko de
nyame adom na so
erade adom kakra ache pa ache but de me de say yensa account na ye no ba be di enkomo erade adom kakra yegusu ankasa nice and send me the office of NEIP no mame phone ra baby na member asisi me where minia ziga na na frempon ziga wie on ziga stake no the issue that has to do with soul sourcing, especially what is really happening with Ministry of Road and Highways and some BPP musisi as soul sourcing hunyamano. Ziga feels that Sebeya and Komampenyi enyi and also on Sake Oragbeja Enfi Honum. We've also seen a lot of documents that are being proven to tell us there are too many things that have gone wrong when it comes to a contractor, the Minister for Road and Highways, the AMA contractor. No. He himself have come to say yes, so sourcing, yeah, the Amandia, but it was almost about 44% or so, which is not more than 50% and all that. Again, was a contract in it was existing, so it wasn't necessary for you to do any tendering and all that. Then a fourth estate for so at the prove beyond doubt to tell us some of the contracts now Minister for Road and Highways Buja Ademaya no who share some of the certificates no one they buy now. There are too many of them who claims that listen who share a document in so or say me worker 1, me worker 4, me worker 2 and giving him huge contract of this nature. All these things have come to bear and now people think that Omanpenyin should see to it and get rid of Uragboja. Your take on this sole sourcing matters?
Yeah, that's it. I did come match Kessben TV. I heard for you now.
Obiajoso.
Na my constituency for Bimusi Omoshemi, German not.
Okay.
Sampa.
Nice.
Na district capital. So me chair Omoyina.
Omojoso.
Ziga see Empamo minister.
I'll see Empamo minister.
Menene adwene. Ziga dey so ye menu penny. One of
because if it's set up committee now so a guilty there, we should just sack him.
Chair say here say nti anya admissible nti onyai.
Okay.
We are menene be see for na my educate no kakra or ye menu or hands where me chair na no pay. You see governance say anete and we in power now we strongly believe say advocacy eboa mama mu okoso enunti na NDC as a political party ya wa ben mu a ye make sure say we sem true ni am be kan wa adwene ye nya wo hwe unwane okay media foundation for West Africa for any true fourth state say wana manase den sem bi ba ya odwane ye no. Yes, this is different case, but you see, conversation and me Suleiman Abraham, me guys clash was Empire FM, and me fan. Me quite know we show no, and so I was also there to ask him some legitimate questions, but listen to me carefully. Un discover scandal biya.
Okay.
Document ne ikutano no. A documenter or true. Krata the common Ministry of Roads through RTI. So per se government contractor ya ye nyina na ye de finish no. And as a citizen of Ghana to so no Suleiman Brahma no or sa kwanya no womra no. In this watro krata de akọ na buy na finish your documenter. You don't come out and portray as if you discover something bad. They've not discovered anything.
Okay.
And aside that, every contract signed is now published on the site of Ministry of Roads. So I heard him making a case. Say, the krata no call no more man no later on change near money be on my site. Osha RTI Mrana. Ocho krata the course of information. For first point of call was some finishing information. Information department na what sa Ejuman Trambiano. They have to do that, or even the leader of the business. Then Oma financial document NMC baby a typographical error. Then later the minister went to parliament with a statement that he read and tendered copy in parliament said, this is true state of Ejuma Maye Ntianuni. Yeah, that's sorry anopa na Minister Suleiman na culture say so sourcing the scandal labor. I am also telling him document na ye finish no. So who said dream dey be omo he can quickly go to court because so source is stipulated in our laws. Although we spoke about it with a position then, and yesterday I said it, Samika the same thing. The very day as Samia press conference about so source na metinichi. It was about Sunyane airport issues. Ya na say dey am eligible omianu aketoa. And the auditor general cited in audit report say contracts na ye demand no ye inflate cost no like 3 times. So that situation ne contractor ya awarding ne ya audit bi anko so you can't just call for the document through RTI and come back say so source intino where is scandalous. That is not how to be the case. ABM when they started the communication 81% of big push ni no you can say so source.
Yeah, so source.
And a minister no come Rashi Bejofi. O see there be me buy big push contract and me dey awarding in 54. 54 no, emu 7 restricted. And emu 47 aka no so sourced. Now in this case no cry am ho ye me one because per your loss no. Ope obi a say think minister na di bone anke PPA for mom na endorse bone awadi because you write to PPA with reasons. The entire person or so source. PPA constitute a board and sit on it. If they think say a reason now they are calling valid, they will never and ever give you approval. We are all chief executive. Yeah, procurement for your offices. Yeah, babemu. your pressing issues are nkofo a demonstration people who ase kwan dey na nkofo ye okroma go to my district German or if you gina ko sampa a part of the inherited project I bet also all this tension ni na around so yaba na yes oh said you be betimi speed up the process no let's go by this approach na yentimi ma contractors near the enko site no monkonko ye adwuma boni ayeye nyina ni o what I say boni ayeye nyina yi ena this process no kra na me nua panin agoja ye no nye se otena na office and cost with the project everything that was done by the agencies and the departments under the ministry. After that and almost submit our report at the Ghana Institute of Surveyors. Omo nye aban body you can say omo ye nipa in a wonim de eku ene ye dem omo so nhwem omo hwem no so yes you've done a good work so we think this is the right approach to go. Then they submitted all these particulars to PPSA based on these documents presented, consider them and grant us the approval. Then they granted it. And then no ababeye issues and reasons are almost say the urgency of the situation creating insecurity because me come district Sampa Drobu Road almost every Monday be na krom for Robin ko for kwan because kwan nye enti se wodu stage bia the ebesi bia etimi eden etimi to and aside that there was widespread demonstration across the country obi asen kwan nye wo de yemfa akra me no ten kran hwe de na ekoso opoku ase so that one you are telling me say we should go and sit and relook at the contract near say a very award there yenye ni say you don't do this to your citizens na san ye man na omoka say 54 sorry 81% yeah ye no ni nyina ye part of it no emu maako 23 kwan a beto so na President Akufo-Addo dey contract.
Okay.
So the minister told them say contract ahodo a buy ya award no 139. O check here almost 44% of it any any sole source based on reason A, B, C, D. So those challenging the minister should resign. No? If what the minister did is illegal, they should go to court. If sole source is not legal in our laws, they should go to court. You see, when me in a court to die when you bobo. Brian man social media na not ranty. Oh, as I prepare document na court. So yesterday the president said, say, if indeed he is having a case, bring your case and the minister will respond to you. That is how governance should be. You don't go on social media and be ranting. Obayi, emudia hina wetimi a say minister na wiesika. Is there any audit? May I do studio happening? Kasi be pa frame me. This and then the first time crowd frame me. Baby onyame number, and he was making a case. He was so happy of how I spoke to the man yesterday because a young woman. Many of my catchers say, even so, we are competitive chandrina. Processes are a bit me firm and sana when your final documentation. A bit me take you almost 4 to 5 months.
Wow.
Yes, it can. Nya we now regulatory PPA calendar. Nya we now check time on call board meeting for approvers. Nya we now yes anya mani bia. Ye ba ben mu no. It take how many months class a president an appointment every. Put those factors into consideration. So all these factors account. Many okaze even your ministers so cry na no there be more than it. See ntimi your mu yenka too. See you can see be 60. Ye 58. So check the time where the reappointment. They check the time I saw ministers in in. Need demonstrations are hold on across the country. Need time or the be juma started say or ye juma matimemu for no one. All this every rational human being you have to just analyze these issues because you can't just come and say obi ababo ntia beka sentino that alone is enough. And now I can value for money as Edian audit be na why. Yeah, it should say value for money all the time juma. There's no audit. At the end of the day, sa kwame agojaye na juma wie. Na se se wa anya de a. Emran beka anamebwa.
Sure.
Ba onya de o yenwie. And as our technical advices ne niema e course nyina no. Eye nkofo omunim de in the sector and advice ye no mo ye. So mobile ye no mbeka kire say krata na odi ye adwuma no kra no wan fa nko pp ono atrance na wasinsan a me as a lawyer and come metna say me ba beka bi I won't even dare. But for now he has not committed anything illegal according to the surface of the law. So we should allow him to operate.
Okay.
Said the Ghana for do na who ni say ye man ye na adwuma no. We should let him work. Now hwe kwan bi to say me district. Germanoff.
Yes.
If you jine ekosi sampa. Even MPP agreement no mo ye no. The contract na 40 kilometers. Me krom suma in krokota no kran ke bi ngo. Ye buy no we sat and met the contractor Rango Construction. Yeah, the contract man somewhere in November. Yeah, there wasn't any properly so-called documents. Now a show legitimate business. Be say oh yeah. So after they lost the election, contractor now come back to him. What I say? As on mine, ye nim their judgment depth. They are here. So we called him. Say Rango come. Yentena say. Then I say omo anye ni ye. Na ye new yin anye den. Enye ne pepepe na kwa ye adwuma no because nipa e wo gene boto krom jape krom drobo kosi sampa no omo hia kwan no. Then we met this man. Me no ka say 40 kilometers no mo na ye 80 kilometers. Kokosi sampa border na no ho.
Okay.
Baby a Ivory Coast car na ba ye station kese e wo border na no. When Ivory Coast cars na ba on be pack. So we've repackaged it in a way and say just go back so the omodema no and we are going to pay you. Rango was site. And no be a o hwe me I me district bia ni madwuma Rango den hwe bi te se pokuase kwan ya meka ho asemi ye ba na omo de ama contract omo de Maraboma meboa
yeah
Maraboma ye na adwuma there wasn't any source of funding osi GOG will pay then the government says let's package all those 23 contracts no ye incorporate into the big push what did they make an answer so the big push a flagship. So we have funding they quite very huge.
Yeah.
And yes say contract be 23 now our day ya. Ye nim baby a ye ko fasika dia ye no. Ye packaging na ye fan ko kan big push no.
You mean the existing
one the 23 now
present government be 2 years.
Yes.
Good.
Now okay. And ka 14.88 billion Ghana cedis.
Including me kwan adenta do
what dia kan ho bi.
Okay.
14.88 billion Ghana cedis. Not a dime na da kwan no so say ha na ye kofa sika ne de tua. Na ene obi aba na o se yenye ni nyina ba ko. Na sika na ye yi free ha no. Ye mfa bi nye. Omo se ye wonti bi da. Jomahama be ma so source, Abuja ma so source. So the question is now
so the existing contract contractors na ento
they are not doing it.
They didn't take it from them.
There be nobody, not even one. Nobody. Enra Metie local contractors association back one of my sister station or Irepa me video say they should commend this government because mobile road contracts or more across the country almost 98% ni nyina Ghanaian contractors. It has never happened in the history of Ghana before. We believe in nation building, giving our own people the capacity to operate, and that is what we are doing. And mumini ya mwantiko kumwecha se mono monti ase say ye ba nti Suleiman Brown person o say nka sa 23 contract ya ye ka ho asemi ye cancel ni na ye nko competitive tendering no mo wi o be can say judgment debt e kwan so twen is that what they are telling us? And issue be already one Sanam Constructions.
Yeah, Sanam, yeah.
Or say the workers say 4.
4, yes.
Look at the logic in this. The workers say 4 saying. Masa maybe go register my company. Now maybe sign a document not present here. SNIT document not present here.
Yeah.
And only they check the capacity of a company. Company ben na uko register. You catch that or say just register nipa 100 and say waiting here juma. Which company? Which construction company in this country? From where? We have some institutions in the country. Even omo contract staff, they don't pay their SNIT.
Yeah.
I am not saying that this contractor is not doing so. But you see, in there, where they operate from, there was some key incophobia. You need them, whether you have contract or not.
Yeah.
So if a construction company, a register NIPA 4, say company no bar, you for any Ba okọ side say omo ye adwuma nipa wo ye adwuma. Now what about can't tell me say nipa 4 ni ya omo din okrata no so no. There's no way to say or your contract bit me adwuma. And I'm challenging with this document.
Okay.
These are contracts. Yeah, yeah, they ma Sanam and Nanado. Eye maako 22. So Suleiman Brahma is telling me today say 22 contracts now Sanam executing under MPP regime no or the Nipa for na. Is that what they are telling us?
Wow.
You can mention some of the projects. I am asking them, say, these are contracts executed under President Akufo-Addo's regime by Sanam Constructions.
Sanam yes all for
what workers for no. Under President Akufo-Addo or the workers for over 20 contracts.
Some are rehabilitation of old Fadama area roads, Greater Accra, or your minor sport improvement, or a year in Kologu, Monorail Feeder Road, or Upper East, over Greater Accra, some rehabilitation of a Palso, Vax Drive, Mayfair Road, and then Christ Impact Church area road, or SMB Afariwadie, SMB GP Warehouse area roads with huge monies. I mean, I don't want to quote the monies, but
with 4 people.
With 4 people. Rehabilitation of a year selected roads in Chado, a year 8.84 kilometers in one a year.
Yeah.
I hear the same company.
And NDC
management. Yes.
Into the question is, sir, 22 contracts when the MPP are the man or the Nipa for the. We should stop this hypocrisy and continue as a nation.
Yeah, 2024. Yes.
Yes.
From 23rd July,
yes.
May, ABC.
This is a document from the Ministry of Roads and Highways. They awarded a contract to him. Say what from this conversation? So I want to tell you, sir, if you want to measure a capacity of a contractor, and you put your almost senate and you measure the capacity. And Rasul catch them say any eligibility, no, you have some criteria. I will compel him, say, on publishing the criteria now, the ministry need use it. Because the technical persons there, they know what they need before they can award a contract to a contractor. Not you, a mere journalist, doing your journalism job. What do you know about what they do in their offices? So you are now telling me what the engineers did after submitting their report to Ghana quantity surveyors, no? Are flawed. But when now they out here according information, what you are ranting on the media platforms, and a cogent argument I was here making. Is that what he's telling us? That is what I'm telling you. Is a many years ago, I'm 20 down. One year, that is politics. We the politicians are doing our politics. The journalists, you do your work, but at times seek for information before you start condemnation. Politics is not about anger, although perception. There's another argument. I want to say, at the Pepesu Road, no, yes, some more rehabilitation. No, a whole count, a chain. You see, in law, your interpretation, it makes us the same way. Ni literal meaning ye. Said they be you be a better say. But so per se, what tia some na say ankasa udom wonsuko. Sana every sector be our common language or more den or more use. And to say what to say, I award the contract. They say rehabilitation of the Dopepesu Quanta Road. And they say, yeah, pothole patching. What am I say? Sakwa na ye no. Ni nyina san aye den. I say a journey Eastern Corridor. And yes, yen san award ni biem. But this engineering for the terms rehabilitation no. Yet to say the way quite fresh.
Okay.
So this is asphaltic concrete road. And yes, ye reshaping. And as you patch potholes. Now, who can say rehabilitation where they are not boarding. Let me give you another example. Ofa of Anko Road now. Look for the contract document. Almost say rehabilitation. So a Juma no moya in the right sense of you as a journalist, no. Obeka say rehabilitation.
Sure.
So moya
sure. Yeah,
but many wa ufisuma hinkra wa bedu hat say me can rehab there. Unim say oh yes ho keke bi na
patch ho.
So why is this rehabilitation different from the Ekoso Ododo Pepesu no? Where from this debate? Where from this? Then they were citing cost of contract. And momo cost no kra na yehu bi da. Ne boe den. Mo ka no kra na nka mo akire say yes. Ye ba ye no 1 kilometer of roads e bi ye ni say. Tema motorway 19.5 kilometers. and Akufuado omo de Maraboma Ali said Maraboma company. Unim 1 kilometer bo. 1 kilometer 17.3 million Ghana dollars. 17 million dollars. 1 kilometer temamoto way. O convert out there for exchange rate of 10.8. Over 187 million Ghana cedis per 1 kilometer. Where was those people in this country? Where were they?
And no oya in 17.
Me say
19.
19.5 kilometers temamoto way.
But 1
a
kilometer
is $17.34 million. As awarded then till date. So where from this argument? ABM dualization of Adenta Dodowa. Okay, 22 kilometers. 1 kilometer bo. 60.35 million. 1 kilometer 60 million. Under the MPP, so I now offer on. Are you know understand me? And these characters were in the country. They never spoke. Some journalists couldn't say they couldn't research to know. Say all these contracts were awarded, so people should resign. Is that what they are telling us today? Another one, upgrading of Aprade Dominancy Bridge point over Brim, 3.2 kilometers. Omo ye 1 kilometer 27 million Ghana cedis. Brim area. 1 kilometer.
92.9.
Enti bone be ni aye. Another one. Kote Sewa feeder roads. We feeder roads o. Any critical access route. Na 9.12 kilometers. Omo ye 1 kilometer be 26 million Ghana cedis. Me na make a.
Interesting.
So do they even have the moral justification to debate us on this matter? We did not make any noise on this contract because auditors and you see, me being a politician, and I am saying this because of the argument, no more. But we know, sir, excuse me, contractor be a year, scope of work, and the pricing. It is all catch them say, yeah, quite a mountainous area, the scope of work, you know, and they quite a Fiji sampan. It won't be the same.
Yeah.
Because and yama obey here was sampa kwansono. It may be differ from what you need our mountainous area. So nka Suleiman Brana buy or any argument no. Offer contract be no offer scope of work. Then you talk about the scope before you start inciting the public against the minister. So what we are telling them is that we are interested in fixing roads across the country. President Kine was say Ghana in Aberdeen construction sites and Adani Ampa. Kobono region, we are excited. The oil and then Oko Sampa, Drobo, Ekosi, Jape Krumbesi Jine, Rango Construction, Egusu Gidi. Oko do Sampa, now could be that's so far Hokusin Soko, another contractor, Ejina Kwanoso, we are excited. Ufi Brekum, Eko Sekwa, another contractor, Ejina Kwanoso, and Krankwanta Enclave, another contractor, Ejina Kwanoso, Sunyani Road, Ring Road, Kofi Job, Ejina Kwanoso, Ufi Sunyani Eko Kenya Sea, Alezebwam Construction, Ejina Kwanoso. This is what makes us happy. We sat in this country for the past 8 years. Sunyani Ring Road, Ebiameka. President Akufuado Abanye Antoche wo krono ho sa 8 years. They couldn't do it. They be an sign no track e twa krono ho hia. E twa ho hia sanfie nwotwe. What did they do? Then they have the guts talking anyhow. As if said the omo no be ye no, they were more excellent and obi be say omo legacy. And I'm telling my colleagues in MPP, momo anya legacy be was amodwene ho so obi say no. Abusua pade chirika ban. They left nothing. If they have any track record, some of us can sit and debate them any point in time. But we believe strongly, say, Abana Ghana for tomorrow. No, and someone you can't internet. Yet to Abamaye. Senior, I was fortunate to be with the then running mates, now Vice President, Ewana Probonina, as a deputy spokesperson. There wasn't any constituency you visited. Nananom be kasa ni yenka kwan ho asem. Wherever we go, kwan. Wherever. I remember that was in 2016. Yeko community be in my area. Yeko se yeko akosi school dan amom. Ohene ne ka kire so omu hia school dan. Omo kwan na enye. Yes, and yet try a manifesto so okay, you can see a bottom up approach.
Yes.
We visited communities. Stakeholder engagement. Into community be a yekono. Omo ne kan de ha omo. na ya documented ya be kan manifesto policy no so answer na year start your campaign no constituency be be touch bia near him the pressing issue. That was the strategy we used. And it say almost your makwan na enya ye ba no yenkomo munzu masa akwan ne de be push more.
Okay.
Enti mo amonye ready say mo ne ye be kɔ no obetimi akɔ reverse and now pa da ye be ya kwan no.
Yeah, that's it on the matter of soul sourcing.
Just imagine Asante region.
Yes.
President Akufo-Addo be dre nanum say interchanges ahodo be no be Asante region. And it's saying and they have the guts talking about Swami interchange. Swami interchange asem ya ye kan contract no mo award ya ye ne fund omu di sika no e ka ho be 23 no. Swami interchange is part. And we are using big push to do all these things that what is left for you. And he said, project in Ankasa no, yenye intentional. We should blackmail the policy. Say yenye attractive the citizenry.
Kessben 92.9.
I keep saying this. If you look at my age, me indeed 40 years. I think I'm 35. I'm 36. Say ejuma ye de ama me ne. Say me ye ni year. Enkofo na me ni omasiso no me ni omo na be nyina ombe hu de me ye ne ne se ma anya ni ye nso a me ni sa nkofo na na be sia nyina ye ne be future nipa bonefo no ba so ye ni ye a oh Eric J ye man na adwuma ye ni oh SMS wo nipa bone chen obia o PS na na beka. So I believe said this appointees na yaba no your conviction and we have a purpose your aim ti ayaba and we are not in to service our interests. The interest of our people is supreme than our interest na enkofo bi dwene no now with me mama me constituency kwan contract there wasn't any properly so called documents as an so bwachi now ko bantama ne constituency uni 1 kilometer bo so I don't get them
Matthias here. But I say Eric Ajani and no AD and Komosisi and we're going to head straight into any office and look at other matters there, how things are running. Now this one says, good morning, Kessben TV. What Eric J, lawyer, said about MPP Rango contract before election 2024 is very true. There wasn't any proper documentation before the contractor was moved to site. MPP tried, but NDC is doing better. This one is Kofi Bija from Sampa and not the way by. And this one says that, so the whole okay, ask him what he was on Asempa yesterday and okay, Sami Jemfi maintain the opposition. I see. I mean, what can be brave? Good morning, Kessben TV or TV and your panelist. I'm a young guy from Japekrum in the German South. My greetings to Honorable Eric J. Anytime I listen to him, I'm always happy. The contractor on the Jinejine Sampa Road to do the good work he did on the Bechim Commandant Road. I was told he's the same contractor.
Bechim Techiment, yeah. Very nice road. Rango on a
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nice one. I also add the by young Koye Nimna for share what is really happening with the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Eric, so far, Akwakosi saying when it comes to Mebunu any Ejuma and I feel to teach you flagship programmer Mwankasa Mode Ebeto Hose Mupesa Mode Boa Emma Eye Mebunu for any Ejuma Meka Ejumura program no. Akosi saying sis ya.
Medase. We say we inti number na. Ena
Obende.
Kofa. Ifu buy. But in account.
Oh yeah, account pa.
I say we a leader. Not say and criticize or my own wise now. So leaders, yeah, they be a or more up, no, and they end up being failures. I can see how you're machine because when you are being criticized, you sit up. So what I say, at times you may be doing right thing, but some of your peers may be doing something at your worst. And to say I'm prompted. This conversations in our bar, am I set it up? Then we move. I mean, yeah, born tour in 2024 elections. And Yema Hudu P and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ekai. That is Kwanya Befaso ama emebunu opportunity. Na almost wait me and BBI. And the flagship ahodo na edaya no ane e kan wansem ba ko ye national apprenticeship. Yeah, Minua Osman Ayar guys, Chief Executive Officer or National Youth Authority on running. Then we spoke about the CODES program, which is under Ministry of Communication. Recently, Matisse Omodia Makofiana Institute for no, Minia, my colleague, no more signing is on front for that project. So, ours, President Kasi Niechi, your friend Ejumeria, they are Kankasa, or the Potokasa Moa, business owner. And now you're about to and say, Kwanya, you better so create opportunity. Amagana Mebunu, Etimia, your Mojuma. Into a launchy program somewhere April last year in Ashanti region. And see now one thing about entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship a very complex kakra. And entrepreneur and say we nam kwan ona mampani say obema support into we share na our friend say bra beji na kodidwa. We yes I am fa. And I always cite this example. It is said you be akwaje besia or bank. No so they cotton pork e wozongo. Opa man 100 billion obeboka because market now dey kodidwa no. Enye taste ya omoye ne omope. So before you enter into any market, your environmental scanning, you should know what the people there here. That is all.
Okay.
What I say. In Tinipa do na businesses no. People don't properly plan. Ahochiraba inti menye bibi kakra, menton bibi nhwese nipa beto. Ba sa oti baby ti so zongo. Na onim se zongo mema pa tai pa. De odi beton pork no. Enka odi koton atai wo zongo a enka beboa. Fact. But they be abedwin say pork ni sika na mu be du acha atai no. Into wo koton pork. And that the baby fia be reward. That is how it is. And that is business. So NEIP, your concept now by developer, is about training and mentorship. Very key for us. Very, very, very important. Because so what many partners are entity now, you may not know what the person can do. There's a young man who came to my office, I think 5 months ago. Oba no say yamwano. Na mbizana say den opesoye. Also person will be a pure water factory. Inti a man is can go be a factory. How ekutano.
Straight up, your man is can go be a factory. Wow.
And I buzana I didn't know person will be pure water factory. No, so mo area ho nyina no factory na ebi ni ho. Inti ensuo car na edeba no. Ya na edifigrator akra ha na eden edeba. Inti omo ba na nkofo de motoken ene nam kura na ase eton nti ono hu ni se NEIP boa no mani bie water factory na nkofo na omo free nkran eba no omo betimi agya ama we mo kura fansu no wo no ho na nkofo anya bia no. Then I told him this is a very nice concept because you have the idea say unya ya anka obi be a factory but baby amiti I don't even have that capacity say metimi aboa mo be water factory until they will be a proposal na fabra me team net tenase na omo hwemu a what is due no you support you with it. It's okay. No the proposal by so and channel sign back oba me off street no be kan how you know see when ya adwen sachra na me say aden o see odi na me ne kasa me advice say aden na ompe motokin
Kessben 92.9
no so na me na ye friend su won ho no onko fa bi no no so mfa onko na nkofo nye den enya bi nto enti oba be ka kire me wanya bibi kakra ye opese odi to motokin enti se metimi aboa na nka obeto motokin no na wakwa akofa nsuo no bi o maame no hwa ye den e de akwa achima na ono na hu se nkofo no kra na omodi nsuo no kono motokin ni so enti omo ntimi supply to the needs of the people. And I said brilliant. Meaning say okotena ase no wadwene hu ahu se ni state no wo mu no ontimi mie water factory but otis say government flagship eba no ne mindset ne say sika bi wo ho a ono ba beja den akobie factory na wa supply nso epatam wonya. Then I told him say me Eric J me support no not from the office.
Okay.
So I supported him personally. He bought the Pragia.
Wow.
And I was starting a business. So the last time when we have a conversation, I think it will be more than a month. When we say Pragia or 3.
Wow. Yes. Out of the
yes, 3.
Wow.
Yes. Or 3 because was it on one so I be a store no be. Inti nkofo na omudi nsuo no ba ma mene na gi nsuo no. E na omo ba ono no gi nsuo no bi direct e wo mo. Nti ni motoken 3 na wato no so ono mfa motoken no enko bio ono na fa nipa miensa omo na use motoken na ni nsuo na eba no omo so de ko supply e community no.
So it means that he has now also employed.
Ba obaye no ono nko na bae na obepa ejuma ba ne botai na ode bae no na ye ntimi ana ema no but education na ye de ma na okotena ase no nti se ejumawura no ko wanya ma efu ejumawura no bio because the proposal ne buy your sign by me ho be kind of problem am so I think I can help this guy with me side kakra meet me now ono aton ni nsuo or when workers me nsa omodi nsuo no ko outreach so we are building the young people for them to also create opportunity for others enti e buy ye be your portal to me after say your launch we come say nipo over 100,000 and they apply but the promise yes. The promise, according to the president during the campaign, he said, we should give 10,000 people training. And yes. I told you, entrepreneurship is about training. Because, Masa, you can't entrepreneur say they kapa or banker.
Kessben 92.9.
But ebimono training na yede ma mebunu na at this stage. They don't even have it. Ne dia ne so no na akwaje na besia o bank no de ye na adwuma. So he or she is the boss. Kwan ope e no fa so ye no. But we came, we sat with them, we taught them models sir. Obefa so dia ye wadwuma kwan obefa so keep you boost. We see kasem, we do sika besie, kwan obefa so akosa okope besia. What I say, how to maintain your existing customers, customer retention. We taught them a lot. Because one yes ade no. Now time sika de many pa na masa. I'm telling you. Because nipa bebre ididwa boka no sane marketing kiti ya because oni any idea bia about the business ne de so okwa akoye nti yiwie ne sone so na pick nipa 10,887 no bi bebusa za kwan be ne fa so sone so.
Yes,
we constituted a selection committee and they are very independent.
Okay.
Me from day one, ebabisi in the process be anywhere ya matine mubi because I told myself, me by office said this a Juma Rare program. I'll never involve myself or line also. Just say I'm the leader. About the decision making, I'll sit and make sure say we take proper decision. But about say me kwa na baby na the influence the boss the right thing. And even those that supporting us from venture capital, Maslow, British Council, they can tell you say I have never compromised this with my interest. So they selected 10,800 people, 887. I think they were in Eastern region for 1 week. And I'm going to selection because, they will propose a attach. So, terms of reference, I'm going to selection. So after the selection, we have to train them across the country. Into over 120 hubs across the countries and a chair at the moment. So the training was done for 5 solid weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. Entrepreneurship training, 5 solid weeks. You train you about 5 weeks in a year, you know. Then you signed a grant management committee. And the grant management committee was then headed by the British Council.
Okay.
Rep Bakwe friend Richard Shango. Then we brought on board one professor from University of Ghana Business School, and I did Akosombo Catering Services CEO no. Then account and Ghana Youth Federation president was also part. Then we brought a rep from Venture Capital. There was a rep from Finance Ministry. Then there was a rep from Ministry of Youth Development, and a rep from Maslow. Then my office. So you could see, say, those were independent hands. You do mobile on board because I am a politician. Aside everything, my interest is supreme. So if I don't take care, I'm sure the president can't say me, I can't achieve it. And although upon your closeness to the president, and on you share no my advisor, the can ye pan is a Jumana media mono, Koko Yemen fan is all me. Until we any year at Tojawa. So after the selection, you training Nipanin across the country, over 120 hubs. No, you could see say the education at the moment no wedding. Me call Towa Bono region, me call Greater Accra, me science call Eastern region.
Okay.
We call 3 regions. Me dispatch your team. So some of the regions like Eastern, any Greater Accra, my name is Sector Minister.
And
Roger Jopariado, my name is Pro Bono. And you could see, say, people were more appreciative of knowledge now, impacting on them. No? You call a soldier man and a woman be so a catfish. I think she will be around 30 years.
Okay.
No, so on a catfish now, you know. And you know, Juna, Ojijini Sika. No, they are continuing them. And this any Sika now, they catfish business. You know. And one attack you reach more, they be toberry. In so, Tremor or Benumunsu.
Watch I know what to be.
Into your transfer calculation, and it's about some and so on. Let there be here Sika for be invested. But on no buy or be 1 week or honor. Wamaya ya manatia says Sikana or in ubit me tresusu. Na susu numpo no be chano bank bit me gina susu no so aden. Ama na besia de ahye ni sika no. Ya manatia says ade bi e beto de bia no on record ene ema na okofa ba na bo no on record sa na ema ni na onye.
And most institutions, friends,
people don't do it.
A lot of them, yes. They don't do it. Oh, yeah, you're not in the album.
I don't know because so also I could find them, but now wow, dear. Into the open or the bear. Capital, no, so the share na it doesn't matter, say wow, dear. But so what's not a cost near me? No one himself was some best or quite so. Unim the obedient and any the obedient ochina. Unim the other core bank. And this all the 1,000 Ghana and the coast Maria Bank. Now so perhaps any bit more 200 Ghana account because of say account they can get you that money.
I get it.
But only capital Maria Bank and I was sorry I could send me catfish.
Interesting. Obi send no message or say, "Good morning, host. Please ask your guest that I was part of the PWD who was trained for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
They promised to recommend us to various banks for loans to start our business.
Yeah.
When are they starting that?"
Yeah. Me that's it. Your program now started from day one. PWD is for now no more biano. Automatic. So the selection process say nipa over 100,000, ye 10,000. Obi a PWD na show on the form CBBano. And even grant management committee, because I told them, sir, obi a okita viable proposal be a PWD no automatically was all qualified to be part because a lot of them omo trimupo fine who the omo ye bi mo ba office be chiche me near omo nsa na juma but how to get the support is the issue with the okay any APSA into communication on that APSA so our facility omo dem startups and it's all share your grand disbursement na ye wosunyane na another president na APSA bank was there.
Okay.
A lot of disbursement na Ebeyama those region na omone even bank account APSA bank and a creative account at the moment. And one thing that I want to do will be a man support to be a church check at the man, not in my office. You have bank account, we take your details. What the grant management committee said we should give you, you better transfer there to. Na ochine bi no bi am ka say connection man bi abegina mu say ono na ekwaje amame na waba abeje ne cat. I am not that type. So I remember one big man called me so oh obi friend and call for so obetimi abo mo monya grant nti obeji 15%. No so no kan kire nipa na say no nim CEO no wo ho ne de. Because me no and always every human being there should be a principle in your life. Some of us where we are coming from. You share baby and you ni baby ye drew. Na ye san ko ye chi ko hwe ye nua no mo da so what bia bia na ye wo mu bia. And what says simple about him. Because if I go to my hometown, some of my peers are many omo call RC school. Ye bia bi kure hwe me anope. Some are still there and they need that kind of support. So just imagine say sankofo no bi na wo baby omo apply. Then based on the position amanya ne say you best support you be 100 Ghana. Na me RKJ ma fa chiri say ma me 50 Ghana.
Also for 50.
I me credit to America. Yeah. And so, the catch me say
yes.
We are still in communication with APSA Bank.
Okay.
You know more final decision be so that one will come out. And again you sign MOU with a Greek ministry.
Yeah. I was even going to ask you about the Nkukon program.
I say engage them with Nkukon. So we met the minister. The minister agreed. Once we started by a faces.
Yeah.
The almost starting the normal chairman household no. Your man Nkukon 50 in this annual.
Yes.
But yeah, the young fall under that category.
Okay.
Yeah, numbers in a bit me across 200, 300 econo.
Okay.
Into a bar. Because a lot of the proposals now on the buy no, be not interested in that policy. So our Greek has agreed already. So I'm finish here with Nkukon feeding kakra. Then we give it to them. And this how you bebu na onye juma. Now support business now person oye na can okra say minia ya ma Nkukon be 300 e de aduane aka ho. Nkukon no kra na ye de omo no manyina wi obehwe omo be 2-3 weeks. Na omo ye ready for market. Nti ye ma this opportunity a. And yes, Nkukon ni wi a ochichi bi return de aka na we diska no. O de odi betwe wanum ni de fatwa. Anya hwe ubenya kosua wo betimi aton kosua no bi. O ton Nkukon na sika no san fa kofa Nkukon ma no foforo begum. And don't put it in your mind say yes e be ma Nkukon ketenkete no. O yen we no omonyine na re omo a e be san de bia ba se kwore. No. That is not how the policy runs.
Okay.
So we are going to make sure say shortlisted applicants are your omo data office no. A Greek here ready to say money best at execution of the project. Why not?
Okay.
You're embarking on smooth.
Okay. All right. Now this one says, good morning, Kessben TV. I am a pure MPP member, but Honorable Eric J is speaking the truth because we, the people of Brekum West to German North, were suffering due to the armed robbers, and it all boiled down to bad roads on our area. We are proud Rango is seriously working on our roads. I'm Collins from Butokrom in the Brekum West district. On Osonedia or the Ebaye and no. And then this one says that, good morning, Kessben, you are doing a good job. Some of us are happy with your programs to inform, educate, and explain things to the public through your panel. MPP is more, but want to do everything that they exist. But we know that they are not keeping you're doing a good job. But this one is from Joby Donko from Seshi, Aketiso, Western North. Your friend say Akaitiso. Okay, Akaitiso. Okay. Hey, no ching. Oh, who's Onosonedia or de Ebaye and no. And this one says that good job done, Eric AJ. You speak well and you speak wisdom. Onosonedia or de Ebaye and no. And then let me see this one. Okay, I'll come back and read that one. Maybe my baby said whether indeed the 40,000 estimation they said within the 4-year regime no you bet me enya 40,000 now you bet me enya amomo employment now that was the figure that I heard when the election was on, and after the launching of Jumerano Eba. So remember nearby BD and no enkomo sisia. And then a happy birthday to my Mr. CEO of Ari Affairs. This one is from Anne of Multi Credit Cantamanto. And then Julie, happy birthday to my Mr. CEO of Ari Affairs. This one is from Anne of Multi Credit Cantamanto. And then Julie. And then a happy birthday to Christiana Ejewa Dankwah of ICS International Community School at Pechi Kumase from parents. And then a happy birthday to Auntie AC of Kaswa. This one is from Derek. And then a happy birthday to First Lady Fatih, wife of Akwetiman Assemblyman Honorable Libya. This one is from Abana Ladies. And then a happy birthday to Amprechum Ejekum Dennis of Ellen White Preparatory School at Santiman. This one is from Mommy and then Joanna. And then a happy birthday to Obapa Beatrice of Meduma. This one is from Osempakani Samson. Happy birthday to your Obapa. And then a happy birthday to Mr. Philip Owusu Ansan, Maths and Science Educator in South Africa from Celestine of KNUST. Happy birthday to you all. yɛn to aso na afei mfa dwumadie no nhyehyɛ so ɛbɔ 10 na yɛbɛpɔn na afei yɛato ase ne the sports no so abrɛ midfield action from Joe Laka ne ɛyɛ na pamfo yɛde ne nyinaa ɛbɛbrɛ na yɛakɔba currently no yɛne ɛyɛ ora Eric Ejay ɛne no ɛdi nkɔmmɔ no CEO ma ɛyɛ National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NEIP ɛne no ɛdi nkɔmmɔ no. So beyond ɛyɛ training ne nyinaa no, then it tells us that it is not actually